Hey guys, Ryan here, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Desolation, and it is episode 32, which means it is no longer Halloween anymore. I hope you all had a lovely Halloween, or fall, whatever you decide to call it. Basically, today in this episode, like I said, I am going to show you guys the aftermath of the explosion at the docks, and I have to say, it is catastrophic, to be fair. So, I also figured I might show a few things off. This is new. I started working on it last episode, I think, but I didn't actually finish it. It's still not completely finished. I still need to add a few vines and a few little details here and there, but the main structure is done. I believe the interior is complete as well. Yes, it is. And this is, of course, John's house. He still trades us mending. It's gone up to 6 emeralds, sadly, but I'm sure we'll manage to get that up as well. He also trades name tags, which is going to be pretty useful for us. So, now that we've shown him off, I do have to have this trapdoor here, because otherwise he gets out and he'll end up getting himself killed, and we don't want that. So I'm also going to be building a house for Nathan down there. He's just chilling down there. I've been expanding the area a little bit more. There's a gap here. I'm going to be putting another door there. And there will be a gate so that the villagers can't get out and all of that good stuff. So as you can see, this area, I've started to wall this off a little bit more. So we've just expanded the area. I didn't want to go too close to the hospital because that is still infested with zombies. So is this area, to be fair, which is kind of good. Why? It's kind of good that we've got the river there, but I'll also break the spawners at some point and just put them outside the walls, so then that way the zombies can't get in, but they can get around the base, because then that way it keeps everything going, and then that way there's no zombies, so we're gonna do that at some point. I also brought Bessie back and renamed her. I believe it was Bessie. I couldn't remember when I was naming her. I was like, hold on, was it Bessie or Betsy? I'm pretty sure it's Bessie. So we went ahead and named her. I went ahead and bred another sheep as well because I needed some yellow wool. And we've got our pig friend over there too. We still need to build a house. So the plan for this series now is, since we've done most of the stuff, I mean, we've still got loads more to explore, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to be doing most of the building outside of the episodes, to be fair. Because it's just easier, because I have to keep going to and from different worlds. We're going to take... we'll take Geb. Actually... You know what, we'll take Serenity, because we always take Geb, so it's about time that we take Serenity out with us. So, yeah, like I said, it's a lot of going to and from different worlds, and that's basically how I build most of the stuff here. Going to be difficult to build if I'm not making up the design completely in the video at the time I record it. So, we need to kind of... It's going to be a bit interesting anyway. It's a tiny bit laggy over here because I haven't loaded in these chunks recently, and plus after the explosion it's still a little bit laggy over there, even though the explosions have stopped now. It's mostly because of all the flowing water and redstone that was there. You'll probably see some of the exposed redstone when we now go down there. And honestly, not much of the ship survived. Not even a zombie villager spawner, which is a little bit annoying, but I did find the location of 2 more, so we do still have zombie villager spawners, so we can still cure some villagers and have some communities going on here. So we're going to make our way down to the docks. It is starting to get dark, but that'll be completely fine. We'll go in third person so you can see my lovely shiny diamond armor, and we'll make our way down here. So, as you can see, quite a bit got destroyed by the end of last episode. This is where I put all of the stuff that basically blew up, and we've got all of my shulker boxes here, which is full of absolutely everything we found. And these chests are just full of all the blocks that basically got blown up with the ship. So I just went around and picked them all up because I didn't want the world to lag too much. We went around and just sort of gathered a few things up here and there. We're going to wait for it to get dark because I want to show you where the zombie villager spawners are. They're basically right here. But we will show off the wreckage in a little while. You can already see the lack of ship right there. And it's not that I'm having loading issues. That is just no ship. There's just no ship there. So we're going to still wait. It's starting to get dark. It's kind of difficult with shaders. Also, I realised last episode I didn't have shaders on. I apologized for that. But also, I think the game would have been even more laggy than it already was if I had shaders. So it was probably for the best that I didn't have them, even though it didn't make the video look as good. But we're going to wait for these zombie villagers to spawn. They're literally under this crate right here. So there we go. Speak of the devil, and he shall come. There we go. So that's where they are, literally right there. So we can get zombie villagers if we want. Of course, they're only going to be zombies from plains biomes. But, I mean, it's better than nothing, to be fair. I do quite like other types of zombies, but of course, without zombie spawn eggs, there's not really much we can do about that. Let's kill this guy. There we go. I do also need to get up to level 30 again, because I want, not sharpness, I was going to say sharpness. I want Silk Touch, and there's a reason for that, and I'll show you what that reason is in just a moment. We won't actually put Serenity in, or attach it to a fence, because I don't want to lose the lead. I also have to keep checking my phone here real quick, but that's fine. I've done that now, don't need to do it again. There we go, and let's put Serenity in here. Come on! We forgot to... She's not like Geb, see? She tries to get out, look. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I am so confused. Oh, I did this one wrong. Okay. I was confused then as to why it wasn't working properly, or wasn't in the order that it was supposed to be. And it's just because I did it wrong. That's really all it was. Okay, there we go. Put that back. Right, we'll be back soon, Serenity. Okay, so let's put that back, and let's show off what's left of this area. When they said that the docks weren't a safe distance, they weren't kidding. This area got blown up there, look. It's all destroyed up there and stuff like that. I mean, it adds character to the world, of course. So if we make our way over here, as you can see, there's just loads of holes everywhere, really. And this is, of course, where the front of the ship would have been, and this is all that's left, really. Just all of this over there. There's a massive hole in the water right there. And let's just take a walk. I'll go in third person so you can see it a little bit better. As you can see, the command blocks, that's what made all the sort of water sounds when we approached. So that explains when we were at the docks why we heard all of that. But it did reach really, really far. I did check on the turtles, and the turtles are absolutely fine. I completely forgot to move them, and I was a little bit worried that they were going to die. Their crate did get blown at, and it's a little bit destroyed, but no water's leaking out, so they're absolutely fine. All of these concrete powder blocks blew off the ship and onto the land over here, which I thought was kind of interesting, to be fair, because of course when they break, they're like sand, so they drop, and then they're not considered a block, so then they get launched. So then they just landed over here, so it's just concrete powder here, there, and everywhere. And this is the main part of the ship. As you can see, this is where the captain's area is. Also, I'm happy to say, the seagull up there is completely fine. It didn't die, so it's still living up there. This is all just floating now, but I'm just going to leave it there, to be fair. Because we might as well. If we, like I said, if we ever need concrete, then there's loads there to collect. So it's really just floating, to be fair. And that's all it really is. There's nothing really to it anymore. It's just all destroyed, to be fair. It also flung the TNT. There's an in the works island over in that direction, and basically there's nothing there. There's no loot or anything. There's barely even a city there, but they're working on it. The map creators are. And the TNT launched all the way to the island and all the way to the lighthouse, and some of the lighthouse got destroyed. As you can see, the crates got destroyed as well, and this one started leaking water, but this one, luckily, like I said, isn't the one with the turtles in them. So if we come on up here, that's the one with the turtles in them, and the turtles are both completely fine. So we will move those at some point. I promise we will have those guys at some point. But for now, I mean, I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing in this episode. I don't really have much planned other than showing you what's left, really. Just showing you what was left over after, you know, the explosion. So, really, if we come on down here, I'll show you why I want some Silk Touch. We need to be careful because there are guardians down here. Because there were some guardian spawners down here. So basically, if we come on down here, as you can see, there's coral down here. And I was looking for some coral because I wanted to decorate our river, really. And I looked under here and I couldn't find any. So it must have been like right under the ship, and that's why I couldn't find it. But there is coral absolutely everywhere, and you can't grab coral without without Silk Touch. So I have to try and get Silk Touch before we can then remove any of that. And there's just coral here, there, and everywhere. Wonder how many times we can say coral in this episode, hey? So yeah, it's just everywhere really. It's mostly bubble coral and fire coral. There is a lot of, it's actually not bubble coral, it's called tube coral, I believe this blue one is. And it's just absolutely everywhere. Sadly, there aren't any coral blocks, I don't think, because we kind of need those, to be fair, so we might have to look for a coral reef outside of the map. But there's coral everywhere, but there's no coral blocks, for if you guys are wondering why we need that, other than the fact that it kind of just looks nice. It also, if you put sea pickles on, or if you put one singular sea pickle on a coral block and then bone meal it, you then get 4 on that block, and you can basically multiply it and just get more and more. So then that way we could just get as much sea pickles as we need, because we are starting to run out. So we do need to get some more. This is dirt. I wondered what it was. I thought there was like obsidian or something, but there's not. So this is really all there is to it. This episode is definitely going to be a lot shorter than all of the others. We've got some ominous noises, of course, playing under the water with us. But yeah, so this is really all there is to it. There is so much more on this map to explore, and we will continue to explore it. This episode was just sort of showing you what's left, really. And we're just going to keep swimming around, I suppose. There's lava that was obviously in the under part of the ship. And yeah, I mean, this is really all there is to it. This is all that's left. Just a load of water and missing blocks and a massive divot where the boat used to be. And yeah, that's really all there is. There's also some command blocks floating here, there, and everywhere. This is obviously how we got the message saying that the bombs were going off. And I'm not too sure what these ones are for. Maybe they're for the same thing. I don't really know. But either way, you know, I think it kind of looks cool. And it, like I said earlier, it kind of just adds character to our world, really. Then that way, you know, there's things that have happened, right? And there are, of course, just stories going on, right? You know? Because there's also more concrete. I only just noticed this. I literally didn't notice it before. This is obviously concrete powder that got thrown, and then because it didn't make it over there, it turned into actual concrete as it touched the water, which is actually pretty cool. I do just like all these little details that Minecraft has, to be fair. But also, let me know how many more episodes of this you guys want to see, because I don't want to drag it out for too long, because I feel like, I mean, there's quite a bit I can do on this map, you know, considering there's still so many more places to explore, like the school, and there's an evacuation place over there, and there's the strip club in Olympus, believe it or not, which of course I do still have in Crafting Dead, for those of you that didn't realise that. And there are so many places in Olympus to explore, considering we haven't explored much of that at all. We need to come and grab Serenity over here before we head on back to our base. But yeah, you just guys, let me know what you guys want to see me do in this series. Do you want to see me build some things? Do you want to see me, I don't know, build, like, or see some communities get made? I don't really know. What do you guys want to see? You'll have to let me know, and I'll see what I can do. And also how many episodes of this you want to see now that Halloween is over, because it's not going to be coming out every day anymore. It's going to be coming out every few days. I still need to come over here and cut down these spruce trees, because I'm starting to run out of spruce wood. So yeah, that's really all it is. Well, really all there is to it. So we're just gonna ride on back. And sorry, my phone then went off. I forgot to turn my phone on silent. I apologize about that. So let's ride on back down here and back to our base. I'm really not paying much attention at all. I'm just kind of taking in the surroundings, really. I don't know. It feels weird because to me, the series is like over now, but at the same time, it's not because I'm still going to be making videos. But because I'm recording this on the 1st of November, right? So it's not Halloween or October anymore. So it's very strange to me. I don't know why. It just is. It feels different. And it really isn't different. In fact, it's exactly the same. But it just feels different. I feel like this is now going to sort of go more from a Halloween spooky series, which it wasn't really that spooky in the end. I mean, there were some spooky moments, like me getting scared by the sounds at the lighthouse and the music box playing by itself, but other than that, also, another big one was me getting scared by the fox's screams at night. That was another one, but other than that, it wasn't too spooky, to be fair. Shaders and armor, enchanted armor, really don't go well together. They glitch out quite a bit, look at that. Yeah, nice. But yeah, so, I mean, it's the end of the Halloween series, anyway. And now it's just Desolation, really? So, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you stick around for the next one, which will be out very, very soon. Or, actually, I need to stop saying that. I need to go back to what I normally say in these videos. So, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you stick around for the next one, which will be out over the next few days. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!